What's up guys, it's your boy Matt coming at you live from Liberty City. With the announcement of the Grand Theft Auto Remastered Trilogy, I thought it was time to do another Grand Theft Auto video for my channel. As of today, my Grand Theft Auto tier list is the #1 video on my channel and the most viewed. So I want to thank all you GTA fans for that. Without y'all it wouldn't be possible, so thank you so much for that. The Grand Theft Auto Trilogy has me hyped to replay the classics in a new light. And with that, I can't help but think about what Grand Theft Auto 6 could possibly be like when it releases. Before we get further into the video, I just want to take a moment and say only a small portion of my viewers are actually subscribed, so please consider doing so if you haven't already. It's free and you can always change your mind later if you choose otherwise. Anyways, enough of that, let's go ahead and get into the 6 things that we want from Grand Theft Auto 6. Character system. Calling back to GTA San Andreas yet again, I would like the character stat system to return. In San Andreas, your character's muscle and body fat percentages fluctuate based on how much you ate and how often you worked out in the game, and this would in turn affect gameplay. It would be nice if they added additional mechanics like these. I think this was a really cool feature that you rarely see in games these days and should definitely make a comeback in Grand Theft Auto 6. Multiple locations. I'm going to be pulling from San Andreas a lot in this video. One of the things that I wish would make a comeback in GTA 6 is multiple locations and cities. One of the coolest and most unique things about San Andreas was that there was 3 distinct cities in the game: Los Santos, San Fierro, and Los Venturas. Hell, this system was so elaborate, you could even buy plane tickets and catch a flight to the next city, or you could hop on a train to get there. Rumor has it that there will be 2 distinct regions in the new Grand Theft Auto, and honestly, I couldn't be more pleased to hear this. Interesting protagonist. GTA 5 did something unique, focusing on the story of 3 different protagonists. For Grand Theft Auto 6, it would be great to return to a single protagonist, but have the main character have more depth and be more interesting than previous entries, although it would be pretty hard to top Trevor from GTA 5. The protagonist in GTA 6 should have a gripping backstory, and have a deep and conflicting personality. There have been some rumors floating around that GTA 6 could have a female protagonist, and honestly, I think this might be interesting as it would put a whole new perspective on things. However, that remains to be seen. One thing GTA 6 needs is an interesting protagonist. Enter more buildings. One thing that breaks the immersion of some of the earlier Grand Theft Auto games is that there's a very limited number of buildings that you can actually enter. One thing that I would like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6 is an increased level of buildings you can enter to one degree or another. Something else that would be pretty cool is if they expanded the number of options you have as far as purchasing real estate and businesses. You should be able to purchase businesses and run them like in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Having more enterable buildings is definitely something that could help improve the franchise as a whole, and something that I hope to see implemented in future titles. Soundtrack. If there's one thing Grand Theft Auto games are known for, or well, were known for I should say, is their unrivaled soundtracks. San Andreas and Vice City are 2 prime examples of this. The soundtrack of these games are cultivated masterfully, and really help with the period piece settings of the games, and bring back the early 90s and mid 80s respectively. Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 also have great modern soundtracks as well, that really set the mood for the games. I like to see GTA 6 take this up a notch and carry on the tradition of Grand Theft Auto having great music. Morality system. Here's something that I think would be cool in a GTA game, a morality system. In most GTA games, your actions have absolutely no consequences whatsoever. You can break into a military installation, steal a tank, go on a rampage, get caught, and then go about your business as usual the next day. That's just the tip of the iceberg as far as the heinous acts you can commit in GTA games goes. Your imagination really is the limit. It would be really interesting if your character's well-being and mental health were affected by the crimes you choose to commit or not commit. It would be cool if you could see changes in your character's behavior on the journey from a common criminal to a hardened killer and crime lord. Some kind of morality system is definitely something they should consider putting in Grand Theft Auto 6. So those are the 6 things I want most in Grand Theft Auto 6. Honestly, the wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 has felt like an eternity at this point. So much has happened in our lives since the last time a mainline Grand Theft Auto game was released. I have no doubt that 6 will blow our expectations out of the water when it finally does make its arrival. Hey, at least we have the remastered trilogy to play in the meantime. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider sharing it. And as always, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I have more Grand Theft Auto content on the way, so be on the lookout, as well as more tier lists and top 10 as always. Until next time, this is Matt from Top Tier signing out. Peace.